Chosen ones, something extraordinary is about to shatter your reality. Look at yourself right now. Really look. Those battle scars weren't earned through random suffering. They're the precise markings of someone who has been forged in cosmic fire for this exact moment. Every sleepless night when you pushed through while others surrendered, every time you chose the harder path because your soul recognized it as the only path, every moment when you felt like Atlas carrying the weight of impossible dreams, all of it has been preparation for what's about to unfold. The universe doesn't create chosen ones through comfort. It creates them through calculated pressure that would crush ordinary souls, but transforms exceptional ones into something that can handle frequencies most people can't even perceive. What you've been interpreting as burnout is actually the final stage of a cosmic initiation that's been years in the making. The exhaustion isn't weakness, it's evidence that you've been operating at levels that would hospitalize lesser spirits. But here's the intelligence you need to download immediately. The game has changed, and the rules you've been playing by are obsolete. The warrior who refuses to recognize when the battle is won becomes the very obstacle preventing their own victory parade. Right now, as these words reach your consciousness, the universe is frantically trying to get your attention, because what's coming requires you to shift from earning mode to receiving mode, and that shift needs to happen now. Your nervous system is about to revolt against everything I'm telling you. The part of you that's been conditioned to equate rest with weakness, to interpret stillness as surrender, to believe that your worth is measured by your output, that part is screaming warnings right now. It's telling you that if you stop pushing, everything will collapse. If you stop controlling, chaos will ensue. If you stop performing, you'll be forgotten. This resistance isn't random. It's the predictable response of a consciousness that's been operating in survival frequency for so long that abundance feels like a foreign language. Your internal alarm system was designed to keep you safe from threats that no longer exist, but it can't differentiate between actual danger and the vulnerability that comes with receiving unprecedented gifts. The cosmic joke is that your greatest strength, your ability to persist when others quit, to see possibility where others see impossibility, to maintain faith when evidence suggests despair, has become the very thing preventing you from recognizing that the mountain you've been climbing has a summit and you've already reached it. The view from the top requires you to stop climbing and start celebrating, but warrior consciousness interprets celebration as premature, dangerous, naive. Here's what your overactive mind doesn't understand. You've been operating like someone at the gym every single day, pushing through muscle fatigue, refusing rest days, obsessing over incremental progress while missing the forest for the trees. Your spiritual muscles are screaming for recovery time, but you've confused rest with regression. The bodybuilder who trains 7 days a week without recovery doesn't see gains, they see breakdown. The entrepreneur who never steps back from their creation can't see the empire they've built because they're too busy laying bricks. You've become addicted to the struggle itself. The drama of the chase, the adrenaline of overcoming obstacles, the identity you've built around being the one who never gives up. These have become so familiar that peace feels like death, rest feels like surrender, and receiving feels like cheating. But what if everything you've built through force has been preparing you to handle what comes through grace? What if the muscle you've developed through resistance training is exactly what's needed to carry the weight of unprecedented ease? But chosen ones don't operate under ordinary rules. The same force that's been driving you toward this moment against all logic, all evidence, all reasonable expectations is now demanding that you trust the intelligence that brought you this far to carry you through what's next. The universe didn't invest this much energy in your development to abandon you at the moment of harvest. Every synchronicity that's been increasing in frequency over the past weeks hasn't been coincidence. It's been confirmation that the cosmic machinery is moving into position for your breakthrough. Every conversation that seemed to echo your thoughts, every sign that appeared exactly when you needed reassurance, every door that opened just as another was closing, these have been breadcrumbs leading to this moment when everything converges into something so undeniable that even your skeptical mind will have to surrender to the magnificence of divine timing. Words feeling stuck, expression feeling blocked, like there's something massive trying to emerge but can't find its way through the constriction of chronic stress. This isn't random, it's your system protecting you from speaking your truth before the world is ready to hear it. But that protection protocol is about to deactivate because the audience for your message has finally assembled. The platform for your voice has been constructed, the amplification for your wisdom has been installed. The sleep disruption you've been experiencing isn't insomnia, it's cosmic downloads being installed during your most receptive hours. Your consciousness has been receiving upgrades that can only be processed when your analytical mind is offline. The exhaustion isn't weakness, it's the natural aftermath of spiritual surgery being performed on your operating system. You're being rewired to handle frequencies that would have short-circuited your previous configuration. The historical week approaching isn't just another 7 days on the calendar. It's a cosmic event that's been scripted since before you took your first breath, designed to deliver everything you've been manifesting in a concentrated burst of abundance that will redefine your understanding of what's possible. The timing isn't random. It's been calculated with precision that would make quantum physicists weep with envy. Right now, multiple streams of income are converging toward your reality, like rivers flowing into an ocean. The work you've been doing, the seeds you've been planting, the bridges you've been building while others were sleeping, all of it is about to pay dividends that will shock you with their magnitude. The universe doesn't do anything halfway with chosen ones. When it delivers with compound interest that accumulates exponentially. The recognition that's been building behind the scenes is about to explode into public acknowledgement that will feel overwhelming because you've grown accustomed to being misunderstood. The same qualities that made you seem obsessed to others, your intensity, your refusal to accept mediocrity, your ability to see beyond current limitations, these are about to be revealed as exactly the traits that make you irreplaceable in the new paradigm that's emerging. You're about to stop holding it when your body needs the bathroom. Stop postponing meals when your stomach growls. Stop ignoring your physical needs while chasing mental goals. This isn't just about self-care, it's about honoring the intelligence of your vessel, listening to the wisdom of your form, creating space for your humanity within your divinity. Your body has been your most loyal partner in this journey, and it's time to treat it like the sacred temple it is. But the money and recognition are just the opening acts. The main event is the love that's approaching your life with the force of a cosmic tsunami. Whether this manifests as the transformation of an existing relationship or the arrival of someone who matches your frequency, the universe is orchestrating a connection that will amplify everything you've built rather than requiring you to diminish any aspect of your power. You've been eating poorly, stress eating or forgetting to eat altogether, treating your body like a machine that should run on fumes and willpower. But this week, something shifts in your relationship with nourishment. Suddenly, you'll find yourself craving foods that actually fuel your system, drawn to meals that satisfy not just hunger, but cellular needs you didn't even know you had. Your taste buds are recalibrating to match your elevated frequency. The creativity that's been dammed up behind walls of exhaustion is about to break free with the force of years of accumulated inspiration. Every idea you've pushed aside because you were too busy surviving, every innovation you've shelved because you didn't have the bandwidth, all of it is about to flood back into your consciousness with crystal clarity about exactly how to implement each vision. Someone close to you has been lying, and this week they get caught. Not in a way that destroys, but in a way that liberates both of you from pretenses that have been exhausting to maintain. The truth emerges with timing so perfect it seems orchestrated, clearing the air and creating space for authentic connection. What feels like exposure becomes the foundation for deeper intimacy. For those of you who've been dreaming of creating new life, the fertility blocks that seemed insurmountable are about to dissolve like morning fog in sunlight. The universe has been waiting for you to reach this precise level of readiness, not just physical readiness, but the emotional, spiritual, and energetic maturity required to shepherd advanced souls into physical reality. The miracle you've been praying for isn't defying natural law, it's demonstrating that consciousness creates physical reality, not the other way around. The stakes are higher than you realize. This isn't just about personal success or individual fulfillment. The souls choosing you as their guide into this lifetime, the people whose lives will be transformed by the work you're about to create, the ripple effects that will extend through generations, all of this hinges on your ability to receive what's being offered, instead of continuing to operate from the paradigm of earning through struggle. The cosmic portal that's opening right now hasn't occurred in this configuration for decades. The energetic frequencies aligning are creating a window of opportunity that will either catapult you into unprecedented abundance or pass you by while you're too busy grinding to notice its arrival. The universe operates on perfect timing, but it requires conscious participation from its chosen ones. Your body has been trying to communicate this urgency through exhaustion that feels bone deep, sleep that doesn't restore, physical symptoms that conventional medicine can't explain. This isn't malfunction, it's metamorphosis. The caterpillar doesn't understand that its apparent disintegration is actually the process of becoming something that can fly. Your system is being rewired to handle frequencies that would have short-circuited your previous operating system. You've been avoiding asking for help, pride masquerading as independence, convincing yourself that needing support somehow diminishes your strength. But this week, the universe is sending you assistance in forms you won't be able to refuse. A financial advisor who emerges just as your multiple income streams require professional management. A therapist whose availability opens precisely when you're ready to process the trauma you've been carrying while building your empire. The people who've been watching your journey with skepticism are about to witness proof that some individuals operate under different laws. Your success won't just validate your path, it will shatter limiting beliefs that have been constraining entire communities. The responsibility is enormous, but so is the support that's being mobilized to ensure your success. That voice in your head that's been cataloging everything wrong, everything delayed, everything imperfect, it's about to become so obviously obsolete that you won't be able to tolerate its frequency anymore. The internal critic that's been your constant companion is being replaced by an internal celebrant who recognizes miracles as they unfold. Every challenge you've overcome has been preparing you for this moment when ordinary becomes extraordinary. When years of delayed gratification suddenly compound into immediate abundance, when faith transforms into manifestation so rapid it will seem like magic to those who don't understand the mechanics of cosmic timing. This is the moment when everything shifts. Right now, as you absorb these words, the old timeline is dissolving and the new one is crystallizing around you. The warrior who has carried the sword through every battle must now choose: continue fighting wars that have already been won, or lay down the weapons and step into the role of sovereign ruler over the kingdom you've conquered through sheer determination. The energy that's downloading into your consciousness isn't about becoming soft or passive. It's about recognizing that true power operates through magnetism, not force, through attraction, not pursuit, through being, not doing. The same universe that required your warrior spirit to break through barriers is now demanding your royal presence to receive the abundance that's been accumulating in escrow. You're about to start laughing at situations that used to stress you out. That meeting that seemed so crucial, that deadline that felt life or death, that person whose approval you thought you needed, suddenly it all becomes comedic relief rather than serious drama. Your perspective is shifting from participant in the struggle to observer of the cosmic comedy, and from that vantage point, everything becomes manageable, navigable, even entertaining. Your relationship with money is about to be completely revolutionized. The scarcity programming that made you hoard resources, second-guess purchases, and calculate worth through deprivation, all of it is being replaced by abundance consciousness that understands money as energy that flows rather than substance that disappears. You'll find yourself making financial decisions from intuition rather than fear, and those decisions will consistently lead to multiplication rather than depletion. The financial breakthrough happening this week will arrive through channels you didn't even know existed. Multiple income streams will activate simultaneously, creating a flood of resources that will require you to expand your containers for receiving. The recognition will come from sources that will surprise you with their authority and influence. The love will enter through doorways you thought were permanently closed, but the most profound transformation will be internal. The person who can rest without guilt, receive without earning, be celebrated without performing, this is who you're becoming in real time. The old identity that measured worth through output is being replaced by consciousness that recognizes value as inherent, abundance as natural, success as inevitable. Your work schedule is about to become unrecognizable. The marathon sessions will be replaced by sprint intervals. The all-nighters will give way to power hours. The quantity obsession will surrender to quality focus. You'll accomplish more in 3 focused hours than you used to in 12 scattered ones, because aligned action moves mountains, while busy work moves pebbles. The ancestors who've been watching your journey are preparing to make their presence known through signs so obvious you can't dismiss them as coincidence. That number sequence that keeps appearing, that song that plays at exactly the right moments, that symbol that shows up everywhere you look. These aren't random, they're cosmic confirmation that you're being guided by intelligence that transcends individual understanding. The souls around you will either rise to match your new frequency or remove themselves from your experience. The universe is creating space for connections that honor your elevation while clearing out relationships that require you to diminish your light. This isn't loss, it's cosmic reorganization designed to surround you with energy that amplifies rather than depletes. The creative projects that have been gestating in your consciousness are about to birth themselves into reality, with timing so perfect it will seem orchestrated by intelligence far beyond human planning. Because it was, the book, the business, the innovation, the solution that's been developing in the background of your awareness is about to step into the foreground with an audience that's been prepared to receive exactly what you've been developing. The shift from warrior to sovereign isn't just metaphorical, it's literal. Your nervous system is recalibrating from survival frequency to prosperity frequency. Your cellular structure is upgrading to handle energies that would have overwhelmed your previous configuration. Your DNA is activating codes that have been dormant, waiting for this exact moment of readiness. The health issues that seemed mysterious are about to resolve as your body aligns with your new energetic signature. The vitality returning to your system will surpass anything you experienced even in your youth, because you're not just healing, you're evolving. Your physical form is becoming a more precise instrument for channeling the cosmic forces that want to work through you. The living situation that's been tolerable but not inspiring is about to transform into an environment that actually supports who you're becoming. The universe understands that chosen ones require sacred space to operate from, not just functional space to survive in. The home that's waiting for you has been designed to amplify your energy and serve as a launching pad for influence that extends far beyond its walls. You're about to discover cheat codes that make everything easier, that supplement that works for you differently than it works for others, that schedule that seems unconventional but maximizes your productivity, that communication style that gets you results where traditional approaches failed. The universe is about to reveal your unique operating manual, the specific combination of factors that unlock your superhuman capabilities. People whose energy no longer matches your frequency will naturally drift away or create situations that justify their removal. This isn't loss, it's space being cleared for connections that can actually support your elevation. The loneliness you might feel temporarily is just the brief pause between releasing what no longer serves and receiving what's perfectly aligned. Your relationship with time itself is being revolutionized. The urgency that's been driving you, the sense that you're running out of opportunities, the fear that delays mean denials, all of this is being replaced by the deep knowing that divine timing is perfect timing. What's meant for you cannot be lost, cannot be taken, cannot be given to someone else. The abundance approaching isn't just material, it's multidimensional. The wealth isn't just financial, it's energetic. The success isn't just professional, it's spiritual. The recognition isn't just public, it's cosmic. Everything you've been working toward is converging into a moment of such profound transformation that your before and after will seem like two different incarnations. The network of support that's mobilizing around you includes people whose expertise exactly matches your needs, whose resources align perfectly with your vision, whose commitment to your success stems from recognition of what you represent. These aren't just business relationships, these are soul contracts activating, cosmic partnerships coming online, divine appointments that have been scheduled since before you took your first breath. The mastery you're developing isn't just about managing success, it's about embodying a new way of being that demonstrates what's possible when human consciousness aligns with cosmic intelligence. The rest you're being called to embrace isn't the rest of defeat, it's the rest of someone who understands that the next phase requires different energy entirely. The universe is asking you to stop pushing the river and start flowing with it, to stop forcing doors and start walking through the ones that are swinging open, to stop proving your worth and start occupying your value. This transition feels dangerous because warrior consciousness interprets rest as vulnerability, but sovereign consciousness recognizes rest as preparation for receiving unprecedented power. You're about to become wildly popular in ways that surprise you, not just successful but beloved. Not just respected but celebrated. The same intensity that made some people uncomfortable is about to become the exact frequency that makes you magnetic to the right tribe. Your weirdness becomes your wealth. Your obsessions become your opportunities. Your sensitivity becomes your superpower. The perfectionism that's been paralyzing you is about to transform into precision that serves you. Instead of demanding flawless execution before taking action, you'll develop the ability to iterate rapidly, adjust dynamically, and improve exponentially. The fear of making mistakes gets replaced by excitement about making discoveries. Every error becomes data, every failure becomes feedback, every setback becomes setup for something greater. Watch how your external world rearranges itself to match your internal shift. People who've been draining your energy will either transform their behavior or remove themselves from your experience. Situations that have been creating friction will either resolve effortlessly or reveal themselves as distractions from your true path. Obstacles that seemed immovable will either dissolve or prove to be illusions created by the angle from which you were viewing them. The version of you that began this journey wouldn't have been able to handle what the current version is about to receive. The expansion you've undergone through resistance has created the capacity for abundance that's approaching through grace. Every breakdown was actually a breakthrough in disguise. Every setback was set up for something greater than you could have imagined when the setback occurred. Your soul chose this specific sequence of challenges and triumphs because it knew you were capable of not just surviving the journey, but transforming through it into someone who could handle unprecedented levels of responsibility. The mission that felt like a solo journey is about to reveal itself as a collaborative masterpiece involving players you didn't even know existed. The celebration is beginning, chosen one. The table that's been prepared for you while you were fighting battles isn't just metaphorical, it's energetic reality manifesting into physical experience. The feast includes everything you've been working toward and treasures you didn't even know to request. The recognition comes with resources that will amplify your impact beyond anything you've imagined possible, but none of this can be grasped, demanded or controlled. It can only be received by someone wise enough to know when fighting season is over and celebration season has begun. The warrior who refuses to lay down weapons when peace is declared misses the parade thrown in their honor. The chosen one who can't transition from earning mode to receiving mode misses the very abundance they've been fighting to create. Chosen one. Anyone can listen to messages like these, but few will step into their true power. We are here to help you do just that. The weekly Chosen Ones group calls are now on Zoom, and this is the moment you've been waiting for your entire life. These meetings are literal power vortexes where destinies are forged, where chosen ones unite their consciousness to create something that cannot exist in isolation. This is where everything changes. This is where you step into your greatness. Every week, a doorway opens, but only for those brave enough to step through it. Watcher-level members of the Obsidian Inner Order can experience these transformative sessions live, feeling the energy surge through your entire being. In our most recent gathering, participants were stunned by revelations about the Great Pyramids of Giza as sophisticated ancient power plants and the shocking truth about Washington, D.C.'s layout perfectly aligning with the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. Star Chamber members receive unlimited access to the complete recordings archive, a treasure trove of wisdom that grows more valuable with each passing week. This is your defining moment. The knowledge, the connection, the power that flows through these calls cannot be found anywhere else. Join the Obsidian Inner Order now, link in the description, while the few remaining Star Chamber slots are still available. Your presence is not just welcome, it's necessary. Will you answer the call that has been echoing through your soul? The time is now, right now, in this moment. The shift is already beginning. The relief you feel isn't just mental, it's cellular. The permission to rest isn't just intellectual, it's spiritual. The knowing that everything is about to change isn't just hope, it's prophecy fulfilling itself through your willingness to finally lay down the burden you were never meant to carry alone. The silence before dawn that opened this message carries the same weight as the silence before your victory parade begins. But now you understand the difference. The exhaustion that brought you to this threshold wasn't evidence of your limitation, it was proof of your readiness to receive what most people spend lifetimes building toward. The universe has been waiting for you to reach this exact point of readiness, this perfect intersection of exhaustion and faith, this precise moment when surrender becomes strength and rest becomes strategy. Everything you've been building toward is about to arrive, not because you've worked hard enough to deserve it, but because you've grown wise enough to receive it. The chosen ones always recognize each other in this space where determination meets destiny. What you're experiencing isn't the end of your journey, it's graduation into a reality where your dreams fight for you instead of requiring you to fight for them. The sword you've carried with such dedication can finally be hung on the wall of your palace, not because the battles are lost, but because the war has been won. The universe is ready when you are, chosen one, and you are ready now. The celebration that begins in 30 minutes has been building since the moment you first decided that ordinary wasn't enough, that impossible was just another word for untested, that your dreams deserved more than wishful thinking. Step into your sovereignty, claim your abundance, receive your recognition. The cosmos has been preparing this moment with precision that makes atomic clocks seem sloppy. Your only job now is to be present enough to receive what's already yours, wise enough to rest when victory is assured, and sovereign enough to celebrate when the universe throws you a party that's been decades in the planning. The silence is breaking, the celebration is beginning. The abundance is arriving. Welcome to your new reality, chosen one. Welcome home.